to Little Flower Tarot, your floral oracle. My name is Krista, and today we are going to get a message from the throat chakra, from your throat chakra. So I have been, earlier on in my chakra series, I was asking more of like, how can you balance and heal this certain chakra? But what I've been noticing is as I do these readings, it's more like a message from the energy space itself. So like, for instance, for my last one I did, which was the third eye one, I ended up realizing, I'm like, oh, yikes, I don't even know if I answered the question, like, how can you balance your third eye? It just ended up being a message from the third eye. So I hope that makes sense to you. That's what we're going to go with. So yeah, a message from your throat chakra. Also, I will be doing the infinite prayer today, but for this one, I am going to offer it for free. So I'm going to put a link down below to where you can access that space. The infinite prayer is a space that you can enter into to open up and receive an energy healing transmission. It is infinite in nature, so you can come back to the video whenever you like and receive another download, another transmission. Each one will be unique. That is the nature of these infinite prayer energy healing sessions. Also, if you'd like to check out my other YouTube channel, that would be lovely. It is called Soul Hearken. It is my heart and soul in video form. I'll put a link down below to that as well. So go ahead and choose group number 1 with the pink carnation, group number 2 with the chrysanthemum, and group number 3 with the garden mum. And I will see you in the reading. Hello, group number 1. Welcome to Little Flower Tarot, your floral oracle. My name is Krista, and today we are asking the question, what does your throat chakra have to say to you? Anything that is pertaining to how you're communicating with your world, how you're expressing yourself, anything throat chakra is the question I'm putting out there to the universe, and we will see what comes through today. You chose the pink carnation. The pink carnation symbolizes gratitude and humility. And for each reading, I do a channel message directly from the flower. And so we will do that before we start getting into the cards. So here we go. Pink carnation, what do you have to say to group number 1? Sometimes silence is the answer. Sometimes simplicity is the key. Go within to find the answers you seek. Let the world quieten around you and be patient. Sit still and wait. Wait for the answers to come. Be with the silence, be with the stillness, and let the answers reveal themselves to you in their own time. All right, so very interesting, especially since we are regarding the throat chakra and speaking, communication. Maybe there is a lot going on or just a little bit of sensory overload, and to hear the message that wants to come through your throat chakra, a quieting needs to happen. Maybe going out into nature, getting away from the hubbub of whatever societal constructs you're existing within. It's a call to solitude to find the answers within. So I pulled one card from the Archangel Animal Oracle cards. This is going to be an overarching theme to the reading. And you've got Camel. Be forbearing and patient with Archangel Jophiel. Okay, so we already had a message from the flower talking about being patient. And it really feels like being patient for answers to come, being resilient for things to take shape in your life, and patient for things to take shape in your life. And also there's this message coming through about speaking your life into existence from a still, calm, and sure place. So when you're impatient and when you're grasping to make things happen in your life, or you're pushing when you're being called for more like when you're pushing forward or trying to control something or trying to exert force to create something to happen, when you are actually being called into stillness and quietude, you're causing unnecessary friction. And, oh, did I lose the message? What was the message? Looks like I'm going to have to be very patient within this reading. It's like, I can't force a message, the message has to come. And speaking your life, right? Okay. So yes, when you're all scattered or you're trying to force something or you're pushing or working from a place of fretting, of scrambling to get something together or done or get something to happen, you are losing the power of the preciseness of what you're speaking into existence that should be coming from a place of calm, stillness, and sureness. So there's a scaling back that needs to happen. There's a pulling back your energy that needs to happen so that you can get clear on what it is you're manifesting. Because from there, you know that you're only creating the perfect creation. You're creating from a perfect channel, a pure channel. And you'll know when something's offered to you in the external world, because you have been speaking from that pure channel, your intentions and manifestations into the world, you'll know when something comes up that isn't aligned with that. So staying aligned with the purity of your intentions of what you want to manifest is extremely important. Clearing away any external energies or influences that don't have the best interest of that particular manifestation, your perfect manifestation, your alignment with the divine flow, your alignment with what God actually wants for you, whatever influences are exerting themselves on that, we need to clear that away. So I pulled 2 cards from the Native Spirit Oracle cards. So these are kind of just supporting energies, and we've got Walking in Beauty and Spirit of Earth. So immediately I'm just being pulled into you taking time out for yourself, away from people. It really feels like away from other people, away from other influences, and walking through nature instead. Walking in quietude through nature and getting clear on where it is you're going and what it is you're creating in your life. Be very precise, very specific. When you're in those spaces, do any cord cutting you need to be doing. Be aware and explore the energy in your body and your spirit to see if there are any cords or anything influencing you from other people. Not that it's like a negative, horrible thing. It just happens when you're around people. I mean, you get influenced by the people who are around you, but sometimes if they don't understand or see the clarity that you see as far as your vision and the space that you want to work from, if they don't align with it 100%, no one really will. I mean, it's your vision, it's your energy, it's your manifestation, it's your relationship with the divine. So getting clear on that, cutting away those cords, being aware of them, and clearing them out. So, all right, so we're going to go ahead and get into the tarot now. The Guardian of the Night Tarot is what I'm pulling from. Very animal-y today. I was feeling the animal vibes. So yeah, let's see what the tarot has to say. Yeah, this reading is beautiful. It's about speaking, like with the throat chakra. This is about using the miraculous tool of your throat chakra, having it be aligned with the rest of your energy centers, with all of your faculties, all of your intention, everything, and using that tool to speak a reality into existence and being responsible with that. Because I feel like, I'll use an example okay, say you're wanting to manifest money, and say it's from a place of almost survival and a place of feeling lack. When you're manifesting from that place, it's not manifesting from, like, you could very well manifest from like a place of feeling that survival instinct to create something and push something into existence. But it might not be the most harmonious way to create money, and it might not be the most stable way, and a way that's going to create long-lasting, stable financial abundance and health. So it's kind of like just getting clear on where you're working from, and where your intentions are coming from, and where your actions are coming from. What influences and intentions are your actions towards your goals? What are those coming from? Look at your true, like, get real with yourself and look at your intentions. And let's clean it up a little bit. So, all right. So, group number 1. I feel very calm. Like, I feel like the messages that want to come through you are going to come from a very calm and still place. And they're not going to be loud. They're not going to be like this big, booming, aha moment situation. It's going to be a still, small voice that guides you on your path and helps you feel stable and secure and safe along the way. Okay. King of Wands. Awesome. Yeah, like taking action in the world, feeling confident, feeling grounded, feeling knowing what you're doing. Like, this King of Wands energy feels like when you're acting from a space of feeling aligned with the divine, truly aligned with the divine, you can walk in this King of Wands energy, because it's really the divine working through you at that point. It's a co-creation with the divine. You can feel confident in that because you feel it in your body, mind, spirit, and soul. You feel aligned. And so it's like this calm, sure alignment that you'll be walking from. 9 of Wands. So the 9 of Wands is about resilience. It's about pushing through one last kind of trial before you get to the 10, before you get to the completion of what you're working towards. In this case, what is the energy evoking here? More fire. Very dry, fiery. We've got like desert energy here. We've got a camel, which I kind of like that the camel's here, because don't camels carry, like, can't they like hold a lot of water? Like, they stay hydrated for a long time. Am I making that up? I kind of like that there's like this beautiful animal that can like withstand this dry heat, and then you've got all this dry. That's kind of cool. I love that vision, actually. It's kind of like in your manifestation journey, if you are not seeing the results yet in the physical world, it's kind of like you're walking through this like barren land, and you are the camel, like, but you're satiated. You've got everything you need inside of you. You are hydrated. You are fine. You can walk through this barren land because you know that everything you need is going to emanate. It's from inside of you, and it's emanating from you. It's only a matter of time before everything lines up. So if you have been feeling like things haven't been lining up, or things haven't been coming to fruition in the way you'd hoped, it's okay. It's okay. You're still on the right path. Yeah, and I guess that's kind of what this energy is, the 9 of Wands. It's this feeling of not quite, like, things aren't working out the way I'd hoped. I've been working and working and working, and things aren't, like, I just feel defeated, like nothing's working out. But just trust, and tap it. Just, this reading is calling you so, like, so much to go within and find that nurturing sustenance inside. You've got, that's where it is. That's where you're going to find it. You're not going to find anything you need outside of you. It is all inside of you. Yes, exactly. We've got the Ace of Cups. This is another, like, underneath the camel. Oh, this is a water card, and this is about a new emotional, well, it's about inner fulfillment. It's about self-love. It's about this beautiful nurturing energy that comes from within. In this context, I'm really seeing it as this cup of water that you so desperately need, and it being inside of you all along. All right, so we've got the Three of Swords. Oh, yeah, okay. So it feels like this has been, we've got a couple air cards over here. So, and the King of Swords, two kings, interesting. So with the Three of Swords, it really feels like, and the Nine of Wands over here, it feels like it has been very difficult for you. This has been a difficult journey, and with these chains here, it almost feels like you feel like you've been blocked. You've been blocked from what it is you're creating, what it is you're manifesting. Something inside of you is like you're blocking it. Like something's wrong. Something's gone wrong. Or maybe I'm not worthy. Or maybe I'm not the type of person who gets to have this desire, this thing I'm trying to manifest. It just really feels like you've been having a really hard time with this, and you've been struggling. And yeah, it really feels tough. This feels tough, but I feel nothing but, like, I kind of feel that toughness in that way, but there's such a calm with this reading, and just a message of you are on the right path. You are exactly where you need to be. Everything that you need, if you're feeling lack at all, is going to be found within you. Take some time to yourself. Cut away the cords of the external influences, cut away the cords of societal expectation, and go within, because every single thing you need to feel completely sustained, fulfilled, happy, joyful, blissful, right here, right now, is inside of you. And also, you are on the path to creating these manifestations that you are actively working towards. So the things that you want to see happen in the physical world, surrounding you outside in the physical world, are 100% happening. I think there is just a realignment that wants to happen here. And also, God, the universe, spirit, does not want you to attain these dreams when you're in a place where you can't fully receive them. So you're being pulled in to receive the juice and the goodness and the love and that is already inside of you, that is connected to spirit. If you go within and you connect to spirit and you connect to nature, that's all already inside of you, and you open up and you receive with gratitude and walk forward from that space, so that when these manifestations do come, you'll be in that space already. And so it will just feel like this beautiful alignment, and even more gratitude will flow. So what's going on with the King of Swords over here? So the King of Swords, let's see. And the owl. The owl is kind of calling me in. There are some insights that await you. There's something you're not seeing. Again, with the sword, it feels like a lot of cutting away of influences. There's a truth that's calling you back into it. An inner truth, an alignment with who you really are. Your true mission, your true intentions, the goodness of your soul, and where that part of you wants to take you. The owl wants to guide you into the truth and into realignment and a knowing of why you're doing what you're doing, why you're creating what you're creating. There's a higher purpose to all of it. So yeah, this King of Swords feels like a detachment and a listening to your own soul. So I kind of want to see the thing is like, it's almost like you need to get off this tarot reading and go do that, because part of me is like, oh, well, what's the message from the owl? What is it that they want you to see? And I want to pull more cards for it, and I will. We'll see what we get. But it really feels like you're being called into solitude, and like, I can't relay this message for you. There are some things that other people cannot relay for you. You have to find it within. I think that's a good thing. I think we should be able to ultimately trust ourselves at the end of the day. We can take in what we can take in, the information that's around us, the influences, the good influences that even that are around us. But still, ultimately, at the end of the day, it has to feel right in our souls, in our hearts. And so this is just, yeah. I'm going to pull a few more cards, like I said, just for kind of shits and giggles, and see if we can actually get anything. But I have this feeling, I don't know. You know what? I'm open. Let's see what this owl's trying to say, what this part of your soul's trying to say. More fire energy. Okay. Well, so Two of Wands is about visioning. Yeah. I think I almost saw you like releasing all of your previous visions for your future and what you're manifesting, releasing it into the earth, letting go of it, and allowing your soul to renew it and bring it back up into your heart and into your being in a way that feels more aligned with who you are now, having gone through your most recent lessons or your most recent shifts in your life. It feels like there's a clinging to some visions that no longer serve you. And it's not necessarily like that you have to let go of that vision completely. Like, the energy with which that vision came through and the intention and the desire is still sacred, and it can be manifested and outpoured into the world in a new way that is just more aligned with who you are now. You've changed a lot. You've changed a lot since your last time of figuring out what it is you truly want in your life and taking steps towards that. You've changed a lot. Just a whole realignment of your vision needs to happen. Six of Pentacles is about balancing the scales. It's about giving and receiving. It's about receiving what's rightfully yours. That really feels like there's a path that is rightfully yours. There's a path you're meant to take, a destiny path. And sometimes it's hard to take that path when we're clinging to things that kind of keep us like 2 feet off of it, like 2 feet to the right or left. There's a better path. And there's a clinging to some things that need to need to be let go of. And yeah, a realignment. So Knight of Wands. Yeah, like Knight of Wands is like impulsive kind of energy. And just this fiery go-getter. This wants to be put in the right place. It's like there's like a imbalance with this energy. Yeah, this energy needs to be put in the right place, because otherwise you're still getting work done and you're still walking towards your desired path, but you might be doing things or doing it in a certain way that is like using up extra energy that you don't need to be. It can be a more easeful path. There's some realignment that could just make your path feel more effortless and more easeful. So it could be like clinging onto, maybe there's a part of you that believes that it can't be like that. Like, the work you do in the world has to be hard. I would look within about that, and see if there's anything that you have that is kind of getting in the way of you having true ease, and that in your energy being used in a more balanced way towards these, like in the actions you're taking towards these goals. So, and I think just this overall realignment with your mission and your intentions and what you're creating is what this whole reading is calling you into. So I don't know. Let's see. Do I want to pull? I'll pull another tarot card. All right. So this is going to be my last tarot card. Is it? I don't know. This one wants to come out too. So I'll get this one in a minute. Two of Cups. Okay. So like a harmonious relationship. Let's see. I kind of feel like there's someone who wants to come in and help make your life easier, and it feels like there is support around you that wants to come in, or that is available, but maybe you haven't been letting it in as much, or you've been feeling guilty about letting it in. You're allowed to be supported by those you love. You're allowed to, especially if you're walking towards something where you know it's going to be balanced out in the end. Especially if they're supporting you in this phase of your journey, so that when you move into the next phase of your journey, when maybe you have more resources and energy, you'll support them. So it is very balanced. It's very balanced give and take right now with whoever's helping you in your life right now. Or there might be people who do want to help you, or more energy that wants to come in that this reading is calling you to open up to. So one last card, which is the perfect card for the final card, and is the Magician. You're doing amazing. You are creating the life of your dreams. It's just like this little tweak. This reading is just like tweaking you to get still and get even more clear, cut away all the nonsense that doesn't align with your true north, and you're on the right path. You're doing it. So as far as how this relates to throat chakra, it just feels like getting clear on your voice, your intention, and speak into existence only that which is aligned with your highest path. So yeah, so thank you so much. This was a beautiful reading. We are going to enter into the infinite prayer. This is my final chakra reading that I have done. So in honor of that, I'm going to offer my Infinite Prayer Energy Healing Transmission for free. So I will put a link down below of how you can access that. It is a space that you enter into. You create a little sacred space at home, light a candle, light some sage, just make sure you're uninterrupted, and you just open to receive. So there will be a divine download that comes, and you can watch that video as often as you want. It is called the Infinite Prayer for a reason. This is a portal of infinite healing. So when you step into it, you can receive an energy healing transmission every single time you do. So that's why I call it the Infinite Prayer. So alrighty. And then if you want to check out my other YouTube channel, it is called Soul Hearken, and I will put a link down below for that. It's my heart and soul in video form, and I love doing that as well. So is there anything else I need to mention? I feel like I covered everything. I would love it if you give me a like and a subscribe, or even comment. It helps me out so much. I am always super honored when someone comments and subscribes. So yeah, if you want to do that as well, I would love that. So alrighty, thank you. Bye. Hello, group number 2. Welcome to Little Flower Tarot, your floral oracle. My name is Krista, and today we are asking what the throat chakra has to say to you, what your throat chakra has to say to you. So anything related to what you're communicating in the world, how you're communicating, your creativity, just whatever the throat chakra wants to say, we're gonna open up to that. So you chose the white chrysanthemum. So the chrysanthemum represents friendship, happiness, well-being, and luck. It also, with the white, it represents purity, and oftentimes it's associated with Jesus. So it represents rebirth as well. So here is the beautiful chrysanthemum you chose. And so I'm going to channel a message directly from this chrysanthemum. And yeah, let's go ahead and do that now. I'm feeling like this very like giddy, joyful, bubbly energy coming up, which is very nice and in keeping with the happiness, well-being, and luck energy that the chrysanthemum symbolizes. So let's see. Okay, so fun awaits you. That's literally what I heard. Fun awaits you. There is so much fun available to you in this life. You are going to have a blast in your life. You are entering into a new era where play and fun and lightness and goofiness is just an everyday part of your life. You are entering into an era where you are feeling more alive than you felt in years. You might be falling in love. I don't know. It feels like falling in love. So be prepared, just be open and start playing now. Practice playing because you're going to get really good at it because it's coming up. It's just a whole different era of your life. So do a little dance, make a little love. I don't know. This is just a really goofy, funny energy that's coming through this flower. Just fun. Your life is about to be more fun than ever. So, all right. Thank you, Chrysanthemum. That was great. I'm loving this energy. I'm all for it. Yeah, let's have some fun. Okay, so I pulled one card from the Archangel Animal Oracle cards, and this will be an overarching kind of energy or theme. And ooh, you got the Whale. Live as a fully conscious being. Archangels Mary and Jules. All right, so already the Whale is just giving me this, I don't know, very connected to the human, like I feel like just like whales in their pods and how connected they are and how alive and intelligent they are. I'm just getting this vibe of you feeling connected to your community and feeling alive and feeling fulfilled and supported and seen and honored for who you are. And no wonder you're feeling so happy and loved and joyous. I feel like you're surrounded by people who love you. And this could be something you're experiencing now, or it could be something that's coming for you. So, and then I pulled 2 cards from the Native Spirit Oracle. And for whatever reason, this whale card's still kind of talking to me. It's just like this beautiful, powerful, and it was reminding me of this one time when I took this boat tour I was on Maui. And I was just sick the whole time. It sucked. It was a whale tour, and we were like just there to listen to the whales sing and to watch the whales. And I was just ill. And it was just I need to remember I don't like boat like tour trips, especially like big boats. I don't know why, like the bigger ones, and when they're moving, it's like, whoa, like the little boats aren't as bad. But yeah, so what does that have to do with anything? This whole being connected to your community thing and feeling like if anything's ever felt off before, like you've never really felt like as fully honored and seen as you could or should be in a community, that's going to change. You're going to feel so fulfilled by the community you live in. And so, like, as if you're just the perfect fit. It's like being on that boat is like, I was not in the right environment for me. Like, I get easily nauseous on boats. So, it's like just, you're like moving into a new environment that's more healthy for you, makes you feel more sound and grounded and like yourself. And I love that. So, okay, so there are 2 cards I pulled from the Native Spirit Oracle. I want 3. There was one other one that popped out and I put it back, but no, we're going to pull them all. So we got the Grandmother Earth. Warrior of the Heart, and White Buffalo. I'm going to put that here. This really does feel like family, like with these 2 cards, Grandmother Earth and Warrior of the Heart. It really feels like there is this feeling of family out there for you, or maybe this is something you're immersed in now, or you're at the beginning stages of. But like with all this joyful energy that came through with the chrysanthemum, there's a community that's like searching for you, like wants you, like knows you, loves you. With Grandmother Earth, it feels like this ancient soul connection feeling, like just a knowing of who each other are the moment you meet each other. And this could be with a partnership, with friendships, with a whole community, you know, with a group, like whatever it is, it just really, like, I see you being in a group of people in an environment that just suits you to a T, and you just can be yourself, and it's easeful and light and effortless, and you feel loved and seen for who you are. I feel like I already said all this, but yeah, so this is an era you're walking into. And this could even be like you awakening to this ability to let people in more, to be more vulnerable with the people who are already in your life, to see the good in the people and around you in new ways. It ultimately feels like this internal awakening to how connected you are to and loved by your community. So yeah. And white buffalo. This is interesting because I know the white buffalo is a story. I think it's like one of those similar stories to Jesus, and this represented Jesus too. Like the rebirth kind of energy. Like the white buffalo signals like a new era, like of awareness for humanity. The white, oh, there's a white panda here too. The white energy, like the purity and interesting. Panda, what am I saying? It's a polar bear, not a white panda. But yeah, so let's get into the tarot because I'm kind of, yeah, very much a soul awakening to what it feels like to be loved truly and seen, truly known, truly. This is the era you're walking into. What does this have to do with the throat chakra? I guess it's like the way you're communicating with the world around you is changing. The way you're receiving from the world around you and giving. It's like an opening up of, it's like communicating to the world your authenticity and getting that back. Yeah, I keep feeling this like reluctance in this reading of like being unsure of yourself, because that's how I feel like with channeling the message. It's almost like, oh, this is unfamiliar territory, like this is weird terrain, I don't know how to navigate it. But there's a message of like, you are so supported in this new era of your life where you're more connected to people, that like you're like, there's so much understanding and love even in the fish out of water energy that you kind of are going to be feeling like, because I feel like you're going to be more open as yourself, more free as yourself, and you're going to have access to parts of you that you never really had full access to, or that you kind of never really like allowed to be seen truly. So it's just going to feel like you're wearing new skin for a little while, but then the skin will start to make sense. Like it will be like, oh, this is me. I can't believe this is me. I've never experienced life in this way. I never felt so free. I never felt so connected. So yeah, that's kind of amazing and scary. I feel like there could be fears coming up, you know, around being seen, but it really feels like there's nothing to fear. There's definitely nothing to fear. You are safe. And in fact, you are safer here than you've ever been with anyone else. So, all right. So we've got the Ace of Cups, the Three of Swords, the Nine of Wands, the Knight of Cups, which the Knight of Cups came up and I got this like flushed energy. I feel like you're falling in love. I feel like love is coming. And then we've got this King of Cups over here. I'm going to try and squeeze it. All right. Oh, we have room to do that. That's perfect, actually. You've got another whale. 2 whales. That's amazing. Group number 1, I think these 2 cards came out. Actually, all 3 of these came out in group number 1. So that's interesting as well. So new love. And if this doesn't resonate with romantic love, please take this however it resonates. But I think I am going to go with the romantic love interpretation. It just feels like a new direction in love as well. So whatever energies you've had in the past, like we've got some heavy energy over here, like the 9 of Wands, the 3 of Swords. This could be a person in your past, the King of Cups. It feels like you're going in a new direction. Like these people are kind of looking this way, or these birds here are kind of heading out this way. And I see you walking in, as far as how you love and what you're attracted to in love, I see you being more attracted to healthy love. Like it feels like there's been an ending over here of, or at least it's almost over, of being attracted to the wrong types of people or people who reflected back wounding to you. Yeah, it really feels like almost like this represents someone from your past. That like there was purpose in the relationship and there was truly love there. But it just felt harder than it needed to be. And it just caused so much heartbreak. And I just think like your soul and with how much growth you've gone through will not allow you to attract those types of relationships anymore. It won't even be like if you're worried that you'll, oh my God, what if I fall in love with the wrong person and they hurt me and I fall back into that trap, you know, if you're worried about that, I feel like you don't have to worry about it. I feel like you're going to be able to catch it sooner, and you're going to be so uncomfortable in situations like that sooner that you'll be able to cut it off early on. But it really feels like there's a new love waiting you that is healthy, that it feels like the word clean, like clean and pure and light and good and easeful. It feels new and fresh, and but you'll be attracted to it like a moth to, like it'll feel, literally there's a moth on here. It will feel good. Okay, and then I'm getting this energy of like, oh, why does this feel so good? Why does this feel so light? Shouldn't there be some more depth here or more heaviness here? Or like it's almost like you're questioning, is this safe? Like I don't know if this is safe. It's too light. It's too airy. It's too, like, it's not something that I can like grasp onto. Like it just feels so easeful and light. There was like this energy of fear. And even in me in translating it, it's like, I don't want to lead you in the wrong direction. You know, I don't want you to think that, because I know there are sometimes relationships where it is too good to be true. So let's dig into this a little bit more. I kind of want to pull some more cards around that because I'm feeling uncertain. I'm like right there with you. Like, are we sure about this? Is this even real kind of energy? Like, yeah, so it almost feels like, yeah, it's like, I don't know if you've ever heard or seen where people talk about how like some people feel like bored in healthy relationships because there's no like that flight or fight like energy, or that like excitement isn't there of like the fight, you know? So it almost feels like that kind of energy might be like, you'll still be attracted to this person, you'll still be pulled to this person, and you'll have a lot of fun with this person, but it just feels like there might be like some lingering feelings just because this is so new, There might be some weird just energies popping up around, like, is this what it's supposed to feel like? Like, I don't, like, aren't I supposed to feel this, like, deep, passionate, like, intense energy? Like, it's like, maybe not. Maybe, like, in a healthy relationship, it is supposed to feel light at first, and then maybe the passion comes later and the depth comes later. So maybe I don't need to pull cards around it. I mean, I still do want to pull a couple cards because that's what I was intending on doing. So let's see what is going on there. The Chariot. I mean, very positive. And there's this heart up here on this card that's surrounded by these gold leaves, and it feels very like the heart is protected here. It feels like there's a vision. There's purpose in this relationship, in this new relationship you're being called into. New way of loving you're being called into. There's purpose here. You're safe here. You're meant to explore this type of relationship. Where it goes is up to you. But there is very much positive energies around this. Exploration. It's a divine, it's destiny to meet this person and to learn from this person and to grow with this person. Wherever it goes, that's up to you. That's how you want to drive your chariot, how you both want to drive the chariot, what direction you want to go in. If you want to go your own way, like, that's all going to be up to you, but this has to be explored. This is something that is very purposeful to your soul. With the number 7 there, that makes me really feel like, yes, divine. This is a divine connection. Okay. Cool. All right. What else do we have? This is a new era for you. Your whole life is changing as you know it. Your whole way of relating to people. It feels like the energy and the environment is changing. Like, if your physical environment's not changing, it's almost like you're awakening to a whole new side of yourself, and everything will look new to you. Like, you'll go outside and the same tree in the backyard looks like you've never seen that tree in your life. Like, it's magnificent, and it's emitting like a beautiful life force you've never noticed. And stuff like that. It's like, yeah, like your whole experience of your life is shifting for the better. And you're safe in doing so. So if you don't resonate with a romantic relationship, this could be the life you're stepping into right now. Like, you're stepping into this more light, fun, playful, easeful energy. And it's almost like this, like, reluctance to, it's like, am I actually safe here? Is this actually how life can be? Yeah, it absolutely can be. I think this reading is pulling you in to ground that as a reality into your body. And even, like, if you felt heavy in your body recently, and you suddenly start to feel lighter in your body, and you just feel like, is this how my body is supposed to feel? Like, am I supposed to feel this light and energetic? And it's like, yes, absolutely you are. This is what you're meant to feel like. This is what being human is meant to feel like. It's meant to feel good. It's meant to feel light. It's meant to feel easeful. Like, maybe it won't always be like that because we are human, but this era, it feels like you're walking out of a more heavy energy and into a lighter one, and just don't question it. Embrace it. This is what your life gets to look like. All right, so I'm going to pull a couple more cards just to kind of get some ending messages here. I'm sorry if these aren't, like, super relating to the throat chakra. That's kind of what they've been ending up being, is these very specific messages that are just kind of coming from that energetic space. So I hope I don't, like, misadvertise. Okay, so we've got the King of Cups here. Well, I just pulled the Queen of Cups, and yet again, another whale. The Nine of Cups. be brave. Like with this warrior of the heart, I got this feeling of like, be brave moving forward. Even if you feel nervous about making a new connection or like whatever this romantic energy was, like just be brave and go for it, because I feel like you'll be surprised. The Nine of Cups is about this ultimate self-fulfillment, this inner fulfillment, this inner love. I feel like you'll be happy with this path. And not because someone else made you happy, but because it's your path. And it's what's meant for you. And the people that are coming into your life, or the person that is coming into your life, is meant for you and want to be in your life. They love you for you. And you feel that. You feel that support coming from the world around you. So with the Queen of Cups next to the King of Cups, again, it's a representation of a partnership, of a healthy emotional union. But this almost like with these heavier energies here of your past, and then having the Queen of Cups here like over top of them, it feels like, and she's going inward. She's going in the water here, the whale is. And it's almost like you found something inside yourself that's true. You know who you are. And moving forward, no one can take that away from you. You know your worth, and you know what you're worthy of. You know how you're worthy of being treated. And it just feels like you were in this space and you learned about yourself, and now you're moving into this healthy reality and this inner fulfillment, and knowing that you can trust where you're going, because you know how to find inner fulfillment within yourself regardless of the circumstances. But that being said, the circumstances are changing for the better and are going to reflect that inner self-love and self-respect. Back to you. So one more card. Okay, yeah, so this is just maybe one more after this too, but this is touching, Ten of Swords is touching on its finality. There's an ending you're walking through. So it might feel like you're in between two worlds right now, but continue to feed into this light, positive energy, and the cycles of the past will just slowly fade away. And I feel like you're entering into a really positive era. So yeah, and my last card's going to be the Queen of Swords, and this is about compassionate discernment, detachment. It really feels like this is kind of your portal to the next phase of your life, like detaching from the energies of your past and sending love to them, sending love to your past self, sending love to the people of your past that have played a part, but just knowing like it's not serving you anymore and it's time to move on. We're entering into an entirely new era of life, and it's time to let the past go. So these new relationships, this new connection is where I want to be. You know, it's what I'm choosing into. So what I'm speaking into existence in my life. I'm choosing this. So alrighty, that is your reading. Thank you so much for being here. We are going to enter into the infinite prayer. To honor my final chakra reading, I'm actually offering the infinite prayer session for free. So I'll put a link down below to where you can access that. The infinite prayer is a space that you can enter into. You light a candle, light a little sage, just make sure that you're uninterrupted, and you can lie down or sit down and meditate and just open up to receive a divine energy healing transmission, energy healing session. And so they are infinite in nature. So every time you go back to the video and you create that sacred space for yourself and you open up to receive, you will receive another divine download, another energy healing transmission, and it will be exactly what you need in that moment. So if you'd like to access that, I will have the link down below. Also, if you'd like to check out my other YouTube channel, it is called Soul Hearken. It's my heart and soul in video form. I'll have a link down below to that as well. And if you could like, subscribe, or comment, I would be very grateful for that as well. So thank you so much for being here. Bye. Hello, beautiful human. Welcome to Little Flower Tarot, your floral oracle. My name is Krista, and today we are asking the question, what does your throat chakra have to say to you today? So these readings have kind of seemed to be pertaining to what you are communicating into the world, the direction you're kind of choosing and voicing into the world. That's kind of how it's been, but I've been completely wide open to whatever wants to come through your throat chakra today. You chose the Garden Mum. So the Garden Mum symbolizes cheerfulness, friendship, luck, and rebirth. All right, so I'm going to channel a message directly from the Garden Mum that you chose. And yeah, we'll just go ahead and do that now. First, kind of, I don't know if this is the overall message, but there was I heard the word thoughtfulness, and then I thought of like maybe there's someone in your life that could use your thoughtfulness, could use a little nudging, like a little just reminder of how much you care for them or how much you're supporting them. Might be a little bit of thought to put into a communication that needs to come from you to someone close to you in your life, or maybe even someone you haven't spoken to in a while. The first person who's coming to your mind is probably the person that is referring to. But otherwise, let's see what this flower has to say to you. Yeah, your thoughtfulness is a gift. You are allowed to love others exuberantly. If you ever feel like you're too much, if you ever feel like you do too much, you're fine. You're fine. The world needs the kind of love you have to offer, even when it feels like it's a lot, or even when it feels like you might be over-giving. It's okay. As long as you're giving from a joyful heart, as long as you're giving from a place that feels good to you, and as long as the only time that it's not okay to give that much is when you start to feel taken for granted or resentful, then you can start looking at where you're overgiving. But if you're feeling good in all of it and everything you're giving to the world around you, and you feel satisfied and happy with it, then don't let anything make you think that you're overgiving or doing too much, because you're not. And if someone that you're overgiving to is not receiving that joyfully, oh my God, that scared me. Thunder. Oh my God. Wow. If someone that you've overgiven to hasn't received that with gratitude, or is rejecting it, what's the message here? It's okay. You can pull back. If it's bothering them, obviously you have to listen to that. And you can pull back your energy. But don't feel bad for what you gave. And don't feel like you did too much. You didn't. You were just being yourself. And the right people will receive it fully. So I love that message. That is so cute. Just be yourself. If you want to be over-loving to everyone around you, be over-loving. And the right people will be like, all about it. So, so I pulled one card from the Archangel Animal Oracle. And it's going to be an overarching theme. And you got the elephant. Group number 2 got the whale. And I think isn't the whale the largest mammal, and then the elephant is the largest land mammal. And also both of them are very community oriented. They're very like sentient. They're very like aware, loving, very just community oriented animals. So it says, open yourself to true abundance. I love that. Archangels Mary and Raphael. Okay, so there's that. And then I pulled 2 native spirit cards, and you got Spirit Keeper of the West. Wait, over here. The West is on this side. Okay. And Spirit of Air. Ooh. Okay. I almost want some more, of these native spirit cards. Yeah. Okay. Eagle medicine. And spirit of fire. Okay. All right, and then I'm going to dig into, let me see if I get anything from this, and then I'll dig into the tarot. Well, the first thing I thought of with the spirit of the air was imagining this gust of wind coming through and speaking wisdom into your ear, like speaking truth into your being. I'm getting this energy of feeling lit up, reigniting a fire that you might have thought had fizzled out. A passion. And it could be towards some like project or artistic endeavor or creative endeavor, or it could be towards a relationship. Just this reignition energies over here. Spirit Keeper of the West feels like this frontier energy, like the next frontier of your life. So it really almost does feel like manifestation of, like, open yourself to true abundance. Like, it feels like this is giving me Two of Wands energy of like visioning for your future and seeing what's on the horizon and walking towards it and getting reignited for that. And then the Eagle medicine feels like this, like reigniting towards your vision. I don't know, like there's like a reinvigoration happening towards the vision that you see and being able to scale out and see everything from a higher vantage point and kind of map out your path from that higher vantage point. So, alrighty, let's see what we got. Well, this card's like wanting to come out right off the bat. I didn't mix it up, but the Ten of Swords is the first card that wanted to come out. And the Ten of Swords is about painful endings. It's about finality, sometimes endings that are necessary, but you're reluctant to walk through. So could be just a confirmation of something you've recently gone through. That was the right thing to do, to walk away from those energies or that place or that person. It just like feels like this confirmation of that was the correct thing to do. Yeah, again, same energy. Eight of Cups flew out as I was saying that, and it feels like you must, either you're in the process of walking away from something or someone, or you already did, and it's just this uber confirmation that this ending is so necessary. It feels like with these bones down here and these cups, and then it's almost like the energy here is dead. And I don't know, it's like the scavenger energy came up of like, what can I make of this before I leave? I don't want to just let it all go. Like, I feel like this had to have meant something, you know, this had to have had purpose in some way, or had to have served in some way, or like if you're leaving certain people behind or a person behind, it's like you feel harsh or heavy in leaving them behind, and it's like you wish you could have made it work, or you wished these relationships would have, or this relationship would have grown deeper, but it just didn't go anywhere, and it's just never really served your true highest path and soul. And or this person or these people never like truly understood you. And so this walking away is so important. Like, there are these stars up here. It's like you're following your true north. But there might be some feelings to express internally around that. You know, it feels like a little bit of a heart energy that's like kind of sad, you know, because there are good things where you were. It's just, it's not serving you anymore. So, all right. And then we've got the Nine of Pentacles, which is really beautiful. And it just goes right in alignment with this true abundance card. Elephant, open yourself up to true abundance. Nine Nine of Pentacles is about being able to financially sustain yourself on your own. It's being able to take care of yourself on your own. It's trusting in yourself and your ability to walk your path and make decisions on your path in a very material way that lead to growth and abundance. Yeah, it's very much, it feels like with this bear hibernating, it's almost like a trust, a deep trust that you can hibernate and rest when you need to, and then wake up and do your work when you need to do that, and all of it's in balance, and you're walking in the right direction, and everything will balance and work out. It's just a trust. It's just a deep trust. I can trust. I can sleep here and know that I am taken care of. And nothing can fuck with me. Like, I don't know why that came through, but it's like, and nothing's gonna fuck with me. I'm resting on my 9 pentacles. They're here. I can sleep here. I know they're safe. Nothing's gonna mess with this. Ooh, I like that energy. That's a good energy. Okay. So, I kind of wanted to cover up this ending here and start. It's like, okay, well, what's going on now? Like, we've walked away, you know, we've made that decision. And then we've got the Hanged Man here. And this is a shift in perspective. So, or maybe it almost feels like this is how you can like help push this ending along. It's taking a moment to breathe and to like kind of like what these cards were kind of saying was like a reinvigoration of your path. And so sitting in stillness, sitting in silence to kind of listen to your own soul and listen to the truth within you. And this message was really strong in group number 1, if you recall to group number 1. It was a very similar message. But just taking some time out to reassess how you're moving forward in your life and reassess your goals and your vision could be very beneficial to you right now. Yeah, in group number 1, it was very much this energy of like, what are you speaking into existence? And how can we make sure that there are no outside energies that aren't serving me, that are influencing my actions and what I'm creating right now? And it really just felt like, get aligned with your true north and take actions from that place of stillness. Yeah, the Tower. And the 10 of Wands, another final, like finality, ending kind of energy. And the Tower is a major ending in your life. It's life as you knew it kind of shifting. I don't sense a very, it just feels like it's a positive ending. It feels like some Tower cards have this feeling of like there's a lot of fear involved. It's very scary. It feels like everything that you've relied on for security is being ripped away. But there's like this gentleness to this reading. Like with this bear here sleeping and the Hanged Man, this pause energy, there is very much this quietude and gentleness that's coming through. And a relief. Like the 10 of Wands is being burdened, being overwhelmed, swimming upstream. And it just feels like you're shifting your direction, this thing that you're walking away from, or this relationship or whatever it is that you're walking away from, is serving you greatly. And so the relief that comes from it and the spaciousness you have to kind of reassess things that comes from it is so nice and makes you feel so good. And the detachment you get from all these energies that were once heavy on you and influencing you, the detachment that you're gaining is amazing in your ability to see more clearly the path that you're walking and the direction that you're heading in. This is a very similar, a very similar message to group number 1. It's a little different energy. So Yeah, like with the spirit of air here with this fire, I just saw someone like blowing on some fire to like ignite it a little bit more and to get it moving a little bit more. But it felt so gentle. It just felt like, all right, we're going in this direction now. Or, all right, we know what we're doing here. Or, all right, I can trust that this fire is lit here. So now I can focus on this other energy. There's a very much feeling of trust here. Like, okay, I can, like this part of my life is taken care of. So now I can focus on, spending more time alone in solitude to gain this higher vantage point. I have more free time. I have more freedom. My space, like I just have more spaciousness in my schedule and in my energy and in my life. And now I can start to truly see the truth and get myself realigned so that when I do make decisions and take steps in my life, they're going to feel good. And I'm going to feel like I'm actually getting somewhere. I want to pull some more tarot cards. In my head, I'm trying to distinguish this message from group number 1 because it was again so similar. This is just lighter. It's just got this softness. It's like, yeah, everything's changing, but I can surrender to this and I feel good about this. It's an acceptance that's coming through here. A positive acceptance and knowing that everything is truly okay. King of Pentacles. Yes, like with the 9 of Pentacles and the King, it's like you just trust. You trust yourself. You know that the path you're walking is going to provide you with the stability and security that you need and that you need to help support the people around you. And so there's just this deep sense of peace coming through you in that knowing. Yeah, like everything's balancing out the way it's meant to balance out. 6 of Pentacles. It's like everything you need is coming towards you and you know that. It's a deep peace here. And if you're not feeling these energies yet, they're coming. Like this is what you're walking into. It's like this feeling of like looking around you and seeing kind of things in the material world. Like normally you'd be like, oh my God, I have to make sure that I fix that problem there. Or, oh my God, I don't have the money to pay for that thing there. Or like just certain things that affect your feelings of security that normally you would be upset about or you'd be feeling in lack about or despair about. Like it's like you're able to look at it for what it is and know that everything you need is on its way. And you can trust where you're walking because you're no longer walking from a place of lack. You're walking from a place of trust in the divine, in the earth, in your material needs being met. 4 of Swords. Yeah, it's a permission to rest. Permission to take a break. Permission to just breathe. This is your opportunity right here, right now. Whatever you're walking into, whatever's going on in your life, if you have more time on your hands or more spaciousness than usual, this reading is telling you that this is your opportunity to truly detach and breathe. Let go of all those worries about those security things. This is your opportunity to shift your energy. So moving forward, like those things will be taken care of and you may very well take care of them, but there's no point in scrambling. There's no point in forcing things to change or trying to control things. This is your opportunity for rest and introspection and allowing yourself to shift and see things from a different standpoint and to detach from energies around you that weren't serving you or weren't helping you, and take it because now's the time to do that. So if you are doing that and you've been feeling guilty about doing that, let go of that guilt because you need this space right here. This is pivotal. You're in a pivotal moment in your life and you need this clarity. You need this space and you need this freedom. Accept it. It's going to be okay. Alrighty, so I think that's your message. Short and sweet for sure. Yeah, take this pause. You deserve it. Things will pick up soon, so this is your time. So we are going to be entering into the infinite prayer now. The infinite prayer is a space that you can enter into where you can light a candle, light some sage, relax, make sure you have no distractions, and simply open up to receive a divine energy transmission. So these energy transmissions are infinite in nature. That's why I call them the infinite prayer. And so you can go refer back to the video and each time create that sacred safe space and open up to receive, and you will receive a brand new energy healing transmission that is exactly what you need in that moment. Yeah, so that's the nature of them, and the link will be down below if you'd like to enter into that space. And sometimes I have little extra messages in there, so that's kind of fun too. But also, if you'd like to check out my other YouTube channel, it's called Soul Harken. It is my heart and soul in video form. I'll put a link down below to that as well. Otherwise, if you would want to like or comment or subscribe to my channel, that would be amazing. Otherwise, I will just hopefully see you in another reading. Bye.